Good morning, Patrick here from Complete Health, and I was just reflecting on a couple of conversations that I've had this week, both with patients, past patients. I saw a patient that I'd seen previously in the clinic in the gym the other day, and just a few other people that I've spoken to in and around the gym, friends, family, etc. And this is a topic that consistently keeps coming up with me is, I don't know what to do, I keep putting on weight. So a lot of people are putting on a lot of weight at the moment, and it's really interesting because when you have the conversation with them why they've put on weight, every single person is exactly the same. They're using the same excuse, which is, I've put on so much weight during coronavirus. I can't do anything because of coronavirus. And it's like, it's really interesting. I've seen some of the biggest transformations in certain clients, and I've seen some of the biggest transformations in other people that I know from elsewhere, who have all made huge transformations with their body, and they've all managed to keep and control their weight during a time where there's been absolutely no gyms available. And the way that the majority of them have done this is that they've created little communities and hubs online, especially within I've got a lot of clients that are in the Herbalife circle, and they've all grouped together and they all jump on a Zoom call every day, and they do a HIIT workout with each other. And every single one of these guys is in absolutely unbelievable shape, despite the fact that the gyms were closed the whole time. Now, interestingly enough, putting on a significant amount of weight in a very short period of time is really detrimental to our body. And to constantly blame it on something that we are not in control of, because we're not in control of coronavirus, but we are all control of how many calories we put in versus how many calories we put out. And that's as simple as weight gain and weight loss is if you're eating more than what you use, you will put on weight. And if you're using more than what you eat, you will lose weight. It's this really simple equation. So there's only really two ways to change it. And it all comes back down to you, not coronavirus. So if you're sitting at home eating chocolate biscuits and you've not done any exercise, guess what's gonna happen? And the risks that come with that, increased risks of stuff like diabetes, cancer, coronary heart disease, bowel diseases, kidney failure, liver failure. The list goes on and on and on. The risks of having a high BMI, and I don't always believe in BMI, but having a high BMI when you are quite clearly overweight is a very clear indicator of the high risks of things that will occur whilst maintaining that weight. Now, these are just on systemic points of view. As a mechanical point of view, from a chiropractic point of view, having a high volume of weight is also not particularly good for weight bearing and stress on the spine. Completely changes the mechanics of the way that our body moves and functions, and has a huge impact on the way that our nerves and our muscle system and our skeletal system start to function as well. So if you're struggling with these kinds of things, it is worth talking to someone if you are really struggling to control things, and maybe you need some advice and guidance on some ways that you can actually improve on your exercise without having a load of equipment. It's really simple. You can do a HIIT workout in your living room by simply giving yourself enough space to do something like push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, mountain climbers. It doesn't matter what it is. You could do star jumps on the spot, but if you go as fast as you possibly can for about 20 to 30 seconds, give yourself a 10 to 20 second break, and then just go around 8 or 9 times. Honest to God, your heart rate will go through the roof, but you'll probably be amazed by the number of calories that you can burn in 15 minutes by using that kind of methodology. Guys, if you need any tips and hints, don't fall into the same trap that everyone else is falling into of blaming coronavirus. I'm hearing a lot of people go, it's coronavirus's fault that our clinic isn't doing well. Well, our clinic is absolutely booming, so it's not coronavirus. It's coronavirus's fault that I'm starting to put on weight. Well, okay, the gyms are not open, but you can still do sit-ups, you can still do burpees, you can still go for a run. It's coronavirus's fault that I am not eating as healthy. Well, it's not. The supermarkets are still selling exactly the same food. So we can use excuses of things away from ourselves, but the only person that we can actually blame is ourselves. And so we have to take control of what we do in order to actually improve our lives. So if we want to lose the weight, if we want to gain the fitness, if we want to get a better spine, if we want to get a better job, if we want to get, it's all about what you have to do, not necessarily blaming it on the circumstances that are around us, because we can't change the circumstances, but we can certainly adapt into them. Guys, until tomorrow, I hope you guys have had a lovely weekend, and we'll see you all in the clinic soon. I can see all these people jumping on this morning. Blimey, this is a busy morning. So good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Natalie. And good morning, Katarzyna. It's all nice to see you this morning. It's a nice little audience this morning. So very nice to see you guys. I hope I see you guys in the clinic soon. Have a lovely Monday, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care.